It's Week 12 of the 2022 season. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Commanders and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously it was, but it was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wentz now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vinny Curry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Wentz got this complete to Jahan Dotson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up. But not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the third-round pick, Desmond Ridder. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A first carry for Tyler Algier. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Back to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into the hands of... And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive.
The touchdown! Kyle Pitts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket. And
oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll look to throw. And caught by London. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Patterson. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Now Joey Slye for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back. out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll...
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Straight ahead, Patterson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Commander defense able to hold. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to hell and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And he's got room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Coup now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jahan Dotson, the Commanders, set to take over. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have broken our tie. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. A throw with a flat here from McKissick. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Commanders back out late in this 1st half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt, this time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll set up a throw. It's Edwards again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We start up at First Energy Stadium, a rare visit by Tampa Bay as they're in town to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Allen Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Jalen Waddle, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It doesn't look like this. magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing. Went through.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once more, Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground with Gibson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 24. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Wentz going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, nice. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. But second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Heineke buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. shotgun. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Washington offense going back to work. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First down, Heineke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of the drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
No gain on the screen there at second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Heineke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Heineke to throw for it on fourth down. And he finds McLaurin. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Heineke on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunate for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Heineke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win in both sides of the ball. Made big plays, but how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Washington, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.